Live.
Oh, and we are live.
We're live. Woo-hoo.
The first live event. There we go. Right. So I suppose, obviously, because no one's here yet to watch this lovely feed.
But we are recording.
Yeah, we are recording at the same time as being live. So this is the third live feed from MrCragum Gaming. I'm joined by too many ones down at the bottom. And basically, this is something a little different because in our little gaming group, we have a lot of people who have been doing the hobby for years. This is a little test to see how chatting will work in Google Hangouts. So for the channel, and obviously too many ones to do down there, as you'll have seen from Taylor 2 Painters, is out in the lovely outdoors, his back garden. And we're going to try talking to you guys about the FAQ, what recently got released, a few things on there. And then we're going to be doing a live battle on Sunday because there's 4 of us going down from our little group to Element Games, and we are going to be having a little mini tournament between us. So there's Primaris Gamer, there's Stu with his Nids, there's me with my Flesh Terrors, and there is Ian who will be bringing his Orcs as well. His Orcs are deadly from what I've seen in the past. So this will be actually the first time as well that me and Stu will be doing our game of 8th edition of the Nids versus Flesh Terrors. So that will be the game which will be recorded live on Sunday from a kind of an overhead view. So so obviously, like I say, no one's in the chat yet. No one, I don't think. Oh no, we have 1 viewer actually. That's quite good. And he disappeared. Great start.
Can I go in the viewer and watch it?
The 1 viewer, and that 1 viewer left without saying anything. So that's so obviously first things first. Stu is here. You'll have seen him from Taylor 2 Painters. He was doing his Nids and he beat me to it by half a day. Going to talk about the FAQ. So Stu, do you want to start off with some of the things you've seen in the FAQ which kind of raised
me straight, why don't you?
Well, yeah, I'm just going to drop you in. I'm going to drop you in. Why not? I've babbled on, so.
Oh, Christ. I wasn't expecting this straight away.
Surprise!
Quite a few FAQ rules that have come out, I think, are just mainly for getting rid of the cheesy the lovely people that are trying to abuse a bit of the rules. There's quite a bit of stuff that's just about, yes, you have to set up in your own deployment zone. A model must be within, what was the wording for it? Must be set up wholly within their own deployment zone. It read daft to me, but I understand why they've had to put it, because there are some silly people who've gone, I want this.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I mean, the whole thing of 8th edition was to be that it got rid of those people, the Death Star players, the people who didn't want to really kind of play fair away, essentially. I know obviously playing fair is quite a harsh way to put it, but it's true. At the end of the day, people didn't want to play nicely. And the idea of the game is obviously play for enjoyment. If you want to play a hard game, play a tournament where it's no bars rule, like how you do see in people bring these nasty lists and stuff.
Look at Element at the weekend. How many people turned up with Razor Flocks and
Razor Flocks, Vindicator batteries, you name it. It's now obviously the case is hopefully this new way of play will get rid of that, and obviously they're updating the FAQ and keeping people from being dicks, really. So it is one of those things where I think these rules shall hopefully be regularly updated, especially when you get the community now communicating with Games Workshop so much on this that we'll get a live kind of feedback on everything. So, I mean, they obviously they said in the codexes that obviously the first codex is the Index Stratus essentially being broken down, and they did say there that obviously this is tackling a few of the points issues already and the rules issues which have caused issues for gamers already in the 2-3 weeks that the game's kind of been really kicking off.
It's about 3 weeks now.
Yeah. And it's already getting its live update, so it's kind of something a bit nice. So anything else? I mean, obviously I was talking to you before about the whole thing of you've got this kind of that disgusting resilient, black rage, those rules actually now have been confirmed that they will stop mortal wounds going through if you get the kind of the 6-up save or the whatever it would be. So that's quite a decent.
That's right, I think. But what I really like about that rule is it's on the damage, not on the wounds. So you don't get that against, say, one of mine that causes D6 mortal wounds. It would be pretty good against, like, at least it's not taken away from the actual taking the wound. So you can do some damage, even if it doesn't do all the damage it would have done. Like you were saying before about the clearing up about the tactical objectives, about it's within 3 inches of the centre of it, not 3 inches of the actual objective. So people can't make objectives that are 6 inches big and go, oh yeah, I've got my entire army around it.
Yeah.
Which
obviously, we now have the new ones, obviously, which kind of quite big bases.
Yeah.
And, I mean, then you look at mine though, where are just a dice on a 25mm base.
Yeah.
So,
which I think I will still carry on using. I think I will still use the smaller bases because I like the new objective markers they did, but I don't think they quite work. I don't know how you're going to put numbers on them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a tackle of them if I can tomorrow for the weekend's game. So I'll see if I can put something together. But obviously, 6 objective markers painted up is going to be quite a task.
Yeah, I mean, at least most games seem to be like between 4 objective markers anyway, so it's not too bad. I don't know. It'll be a weird one.
But like, is there anything else you saw?
There was talking about, do you overwatch characters if there's other units still closer? Which, thank God, that you can shoot at characters if they charge you. So it would have been
I mean, there was actually
things, and then getting characters into combat, and then going, oh yeah, you're in combat, so you can't overwatch now.
Yeah, I mean, there was that thing we talked about the other day of the picture, and I posted up on kind of our little chat, and like everybody was kind of discussing, obviously, that the kind of the hero was slightly like the same kind of distance, a little bit further away, but the Marines were in combat, and everybody was saying, like in these chats, like in the Facebook group, saying, "Oh, can he hit him? Can he target him?"
Yeah,
and it's one of those where if you've not positioned him, you're not going to be able to hit him because at the end of the day, it's the closest visible target you have to shoot.
Yeah.
And if you can't shoot them, sod's law. So
yeah, to me, if a unit's in combat, I don't think it should be classed as visible because you can't physically target them.
No,
so it could be, oh, you can't fire at him because they're closer. Well, I know you're going to get players that say, oh, well, there's a visible unit that's closer that you can't target because in combat with mine. I don't know. It's one of those ones that annoys me. But
I think
I'd say you can shoot him, but it's down to the PP playing, I guess.
It gripes people, I think, because I think even a few of our mates have said it. Like, kind of, it's a bit of a stupid one, but at the end of the day, it's something probably will get FAQ'd in the future, and we'll see. We'll see what the situation is. But for the moment, we have to stick to the rules of GW. I mean, people can house rule whatever they want.
Yeah, there's some bits in the 8th edition rules that annoy me, but
and that's the thing. Like I say, it's one of those where we can't really win. So I've just noticed we've got two viewers to the video actually.
Woo!
Record. So we lost.
Pretty faces, bro.
I just lost it by doing that. So that was painful.
I actually can't see who we've got on or anything like that. I can't.
I have the power. You see. So I don't know if there's anybody in the live chat or anything like that said anything. Oh, actually, it was. It's Darkest Soul. I can't actually see the chat, which is great. Always fantastic. But what I've done is I've smartly put my phone there now, so I can see when everybody chats. Yeah, so I've got the little live chat, so I can actually say hi to people now, and I can see when they posted. So I apologise, Underdog, and I apologise, Darkest Soul, if I didn't see your comment. It was only till now. So you guys have joined us, and it's really weird because I'm at a slight delay, so I can now weirdly see myself and yourself, Stu, kind of talking at a delayed rate. We've got 3 viewers now. This is the record, people. This is breaking
glass ceilings.
So, obviously, yes, we talked a bit about the FAQ. Obviously, we don't want to go on too long for this chat, and you'll probably see my arms swaying around like a guy outside of a car sales place. But the next thing is we are actually going to be doing, so like I said before, we're going to Element Games on Sunday. We're going to be recording live game there, and basically it's going to be the first game me and Stu have had against each other with our Nids and Flesh Tearers. And obviously, back then, when it was 7th edition, when we did these armies, we were planning at 1,250 points to get painted up. And now we are actually at 1,750 points. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And so basically, back then we planned these armies to be more catered to 7th edition. So we've made slight tinkers, haven't we, Stu? We've done. I'd say you've maybe done a bit more tinkering than me.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I'll let you off.
A lot that changed for Neds. A lot got an awful lot better, and a lot got.
Nid players are back. That's the biggest thing now. It's Nid players are actually coming out of the cracks. Like
they're classed as one of the hardest armies now. Orcs and Nids are right up there. Guard are well up there.
Great, and I'm facing 2 of the top armies next on Sunday. So
you've got Marines.
Yeah, but I've got how many models am I facing on Sunday from you?
Hang on, 60, 105. Did I say 115? Was it?
It was 115, and Ian has 140 orcs.
Yeah,
140 orcs. That is.
I'm actually worried about fighting Ian. I don't see winning against him.
You might as well just get brooms and push him. That's the only way you're really going to be able to tackle him.
Forward.
Like, I'm rocking 50. I think it's 54 models myself, which for a Marine player is quite impressive. Especially when I've got 5 characters in there. If I had done more time, I would have painted up more Death Company and more Terminators and bikes and stuff. But that probably would have cost me the same price as having 1 character. So I would have got 2 more models for the price. But the problem we've got, obviously, is she's in the initiative because there's quite a few armies here which are taking quite a lot of slot choices up. So yourself have got how many? It's like 16 with your Nids?
I've got 11. He's got
11. Okay, 11.
16.
Yeah,
I think that was it. I've got 11. Hang on. 4.
Yeah, because you're deep striking stuff in you. So.
Well, no, Cult Ambush.
Cult Ambush, yes. George, the other army I'm not looking
for. Cult Ambush, and then the rest, and then the other 7 have just set up on the board as normal.
Yeah. Lids and also Darkest Soul, as just said before, Nids and Flesh Terrors sound brutal. Yeah, so this is going to be when, like I say, we do our live video. We are kind of expecting a bit of we're like all 4 of us really, aren't we? We're really eager because like me and you, this I don't know, have you had an 8th game yet? You haven't, you?
No, not the 8th game yet. No,
so me and you, it's
one the week after.
Yeah, so it's like this is a fresh game for me and you, and
yeah, so we apologise in advance for the amount of crap that comes out of our mouths.
Oh yeah, that is definitely. Well, people have subscribed to the crap coming out of my mouth for over a year now, so it's fine. I think. I mean, you guys have actually stayed. That's what scares me. But yeah, so. I mean, it is going to be a brutal game, I think, because we're both really eager to get them out there. And I mean, I've got. I mean, Stu, you've not seen these yet. Actually, these are the. I don't know if the lights can pick them up well, but that's the Hellblasters now with kind of, I can't get the lighting right on them, but that's with the Plasma Dawn. So all my Primaris who are joining the fight. Where's my captain gone? Oh crap! Where is he gone? Oh, where is he gone? That scares me.
Have you left Manchester?
I know he's not there, but I know the Death Company are. No, they're not actually Manchester. Oh, he's there. I just couldn't tell because he's the lieutenant model. So yeah, so I'm rocking a bit of Primaris on Sunday as well, which is cool. So like I say, what are you bringing? What's additional to the 1,250 points, Stu? Or what should I say? What was originally meant to be part of it?
It's very similar to the 1,250 points, really, but it's got an extra 45 Gene Stealers.
Yeah, that does that little extra Gene Stealer.
Just a few more.
45?
45, yeah.
I thought I was bad with 11 Death Company, but 45 Gene Stealers.
Yeah, but Gene Stealers aren't as good as Death Company one-on-one.
I'm pulling this face because I think that's a fib.
Well, me and Ben were running some numbers last night on them, and it takes 3 Gene Stealers in a group of 15 or more to definitely kill a Terminator.
Well, I haven't got any Terminators, so that scares me. All I know is that with me, I mean, obviously, Flesh Terrors are going to be getting the additional attack on the charge.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I have with you is one thing I'm scared about is that you're probably going to be charging me because you run a hell lot faster. Although I have my jump packs, which gives me that little extra.
Well, James can charge on and advance.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm fearful. I am genuinely fearful for you. I mean, orcs, it's just a case of whittling down numbers before they get to me. So I'm hoping that Space Marine.
Yeah, you're not only running that, they're Death Company then.
Darkest Soul has even just agreed with me and just said 40 Gene Stealers. Over 40 Gene Stealers. 45 Gene Stealers, Darkest Soul. 45, which, again, like I say, you'll probably see on Sunday me crying into my hands as they get ever so closer to me and I'm just panicking. So, yeah,
have you read one of those ambush yet?
What's that?
The Gene Cult ambush rules yet?
No, I have not yet scared myself of that, although I should really with my Gene Stealer Cult army on the way.
It's very good. On 4+ they set up within up to 9 inches away. On 5 they set up 9 inches away and then can move D6. So the dog's decided he wants to go on naked.
It's fine.
And then ice watch. And then on a 6 they set up and can move normally.
Jesus.
9 inches, I think.
That's on a 6.
Yeah. And then 1 unit can come in with the HQ choice.
That's just...
Yeah. So
okay, so I'm going to lose one game, I think, on Sunday, Gary. But, obviously you've got me, who's going to be running the Flesh Terrors, Blood Angels, and then, obviously, but then there's Jim, who's playing with us as well, who we will hopefully have on the chat at some point, kind of in the future. And basically, he's going to be running full Primaris Blood Angels.
Yeah, it's basically 2 boxes of Dark Imperium. So
yeah, 2 boxes of Dark Imperium, basically to make 1,750 points. And
yeah, bang on.
He's got the interceptors in there. He's got 6 interceptors, and he was telling me the other day at Manchester Store how quickly they clear up a unit. They get close, they gun down a unit, and then that's it. They shoot, they move on, and there's just a pile of dust there.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're going to have a few issues with that, and I think Ian will have issues with the orcs as well.
Yeah, I know, because I've got an 18-inch range.
Yeah.
There's not much I've got that can move 18. Well, actually, yeah, in the charge phase. Hopefully they'll go for some Gene Stealers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is, I mean, you were saying then about the 18-inch range. That's one thing which kind of I favour with my army is whereas Jim's kind of got this rapid strike force with a lot of interceptors which take a lot of points up. I've gone with, obviously, I've got a lot of Death Company in there, but at the same time I've even got the kind of the defensive line of the Stern Guard. I've got the Hell Blasters. I've got the Primaris Intercessors. So I've got a lot of 30-inch range units in there.
I actually really like them. I know you don't like them because their ammo's changed, but -2 AP is cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've started looking at them and I realised for the points you get, they are quite deadly. And I mean, as well, I've got the unit of snipers in there as well. So I've gone for a bit of a long-range tactic. The Razorbacks in there as well.
Terrors are well known for their tactics.
Oh yeah. They love standing back and shooting. You know, it depends on the game, really. I mean, like I say, with Jim, I think with his Primaris, I'm going to probably be belting it in there and charging in and proper trying to get one-to-one combat to see who wins, because obviously it's Blood Angels versus Blood Angels, so it's whoever gets that first charge is going to get
training exercise. It's not live rounds.
Yeah, so like it's it's kind of one of those things where I think with me and Jim, it's whoever gets to charge first, because we're going to get that bonus of a +1 attack.
But then again, his Primaris are going to make a big difference.
Yeah, his Primaris, because he's got less numbers and I've got more specialist units. I mean, I've got a Dreadnought in my army. I've got back. So
I've not your army list yet. Probably should have done.
What? You haven't actually looked through it?
No.
Very bad choice. Because I mean, like I say again, I'm rocking 5 characters as well. So it's like I've got basically bubbles of character auras everywhere. I've got my chaplain. Basically, no one in my army will ever fail a hit because I've got a chaplain who rerolls hits in combat, if I'm correct. I've got Seth who rerolls any misses in hits or combat for him, for any flesh tearers. I've got the captain for the Primaris. So it's like, it's kind of, yeah. And then I've got the Sanguinian Priest. I'd keep doing that because I'm looking at my army behind the laptop.
Yeah, I've just put my phone up next to the camera pretty much. So
yes, you can see what's going on. So, and it's one of those things. I think really, I mean, obviously, a lot of people have. I mean, I go into the Games Workshop Manchester a lot, and I see a lot of people gaming and talking about Primaris. All I've seen is Space Marine players, Orc players, Guard players, and actually Nid players. That's all I've seen. I'm yet to see Tau. I'm really
looking forward to playing my Dark Eldar. I need to buy a few bits for playing them, but I'm going to get these Nids painted up and get it to 2,000 points, and I'm going to get back on my Dark Eldar. I might actually paint them before I paint my Imperial Fists.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, obviously, before my Flesh Tearers, it was my Chaos. So, and I've got that half of the Dark Imperium set complete. I mean, immediately, before I do anything, I'm going to finish the kind of the Primaris off because I've got one unit of Intercessors and a unit of Interceptors and the Gravis Armor Captain to do, and and the Ancient as well, but that's it. So, and I've painted these guys up quite quickly, so I might as well finish them before I get to that. So, yeah. And then obviously, like I say, Steve, you've got a lot of Nids. You've got a lot of...
Then again, I'm kind of regretting getting the Termagants. Part of me really wish I'd gone for Hormagaunts instead.
Made it like an assault army.
Yeah, because it's only 1 point extra model, but you don't have the Devourers. So the normal Flesh Borer got to 4 points, where it's 8 points for the Devourer Gaunts, which, they're 18-inch range and they've got 3 shots. But, sorry, but the Hormagaunts have got so much more board control. But you've got to have more Synapse creatures to keep them alive. Whereas the 2 units of Termagants I've only got 1 Tervagon to keep them happy, which might be a bad idea.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was a game by Tabletop where they had Nids versus Guard, and it was the Tervagon was running around with the Termagants, and that as soon as that got targeted, that Termagon unit just kind of withered because it was like the past. As soon as you take down the big Griblies in that Synapse, it's still the same in this edition. So
it's survivable though. It's got 14 wounds.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, depending on the army's units. I mean, I
going to take chunks out of it.
Yeah, because I mean, like I've got las cannons and stuff like that, and so that's going to cause quite a few wounds if it goes through.
What the GCs are going for first.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I mean, the thing is as well, like I'd only just read today the kind of, let me get it actually. 1 second. Oh, it was the Devastator squad, and the Devastator squad. I suddenly realised why they are awesome, and it kind of makes you
target other things.
Yeah, because basically. Not just that, but there was a nice little rule in there. So let's see if I can find it. Whirlwind Hunter.
Oh, is it the Cherub that up +1 to the PS?
Yeah, so essentially you get like the kind of +1. Or where is it? I've lost it, and it's really annoying that I've lost it. I've even put post-it notes in, so I know where I'm looking now, and then I've lost it. Where is it? Devastator Squad. So yeah, so it's this Signum. Which is quite cool because basically Signum, before this unit shoots into shooting phase, you can choose 1 model from that unit that is within 3 inches of the sergeant, and you can add 1 to its hit rolls. And then, like you say, the Cherub as well, it allows you to re-roll after a model a unit has fired an Amorian Cherub can reload that model's weapons. When it does so, remove the Amorian Cherub, and the model can repeatedly shoot again. So combine that with the Signum, and you've got a twin-linked las cannon firing, hitting on 2s, and that's
How?
Well, if it's hits ballistic skill 3,
Yeah.
then you add +1 with a signum, and then you get a second shot. Although I don't know, I think it's no, actually, yeah. Add to 1 to hit rolls made for the chosen model's weapons this phase. So yeah, you could essentially fire a twin-linked las cannon at 2s an enemy from it. So, and like I mean, you only get that 1 turn with it, but that's quite deadly. And it's kind of one of those things where I've always thought that Devastators were a bit like they always got targeted and taken out.
Whereas now they're a bit deadly. I apologise for the bell going off in the background.
We have 2 viewers now. It was 4 a minute ago, and now it's gone back down. 2.
Don't quite understand what Dimitri's saying, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Sadly, Dimitri, I can't understand what you are saying as it's not translating into English. Thanks, YouTube. So what else were we going to talk about? What were we going to talk about? I've lost track now because I've been talking about Devastators and the book and all that jazz.
I'm scared you are just going to forfeit on Sunday.
I'm not going to forfeit. I will not forfeit. As Flesh Terrors are known for, they will just run into battle, and it's
both just admit we're both scared of facing Ian.
I mean, as well, I think obviously one thing which we should talk about is obviously the fourth army we're not talking about is the Orcs. Now, Orcs are scary. Now, from what I've seen, basically the numbers of them, the sheer number, like at the end of the day, I've seen that a good way of winning the game is to use numbers and lots of numbers, like just swarm an enemy. And Orcs do that best because they're tough with the toughness 4, and yeah, they haven't got a brilliant armor save, but when you shoot one down, who cares? Because you've got the mob rule, what gives you the leadership of whatever the unit size is. And you can have, 30 models in a unit? So you can see on my worried face how scared I am of this actually going through. So, yeah, it's going to be one of those things, I think, with Ian and his lovely, lovely Orcs, is that it's going to be a challenge to just mow them down. I mean, for you, it'll probably be a lot easier because as soon as you get into that range with your Termagants,
it's only 45 shots.
And I've just noticed Underdog has given you a sub. Yeah, that's actually a point, actually. I'll quickly point that out now. So, Stu, obviously, you may have seen him comment on the videos, obviously, in Taylor 2 Gamers. He was known as Copper Nuts. I don't know why. I don't know why he chose that name.
Gamer tag from back in the day.
There's Ginger. But he's actually changed the channel. He's going to a new channel of Too Many Wands. Too Many Wands.
Lots of wands.
Too many ones, because hopefully on Sunday he'll be rolling lots of ones. So yeah, I hope, fingers crossed, he'll be rolling lots of ones. And yeah, so you're going to be doing your own videos, aren't you, Stu? Kind of
once in a blue moon. Probably not very often.
Something update. And as well, obviously we're chatting on here. So obviously this is through your Too Many Ones account. So your first live chat as well. Look at that. You get a channel yesterday and you get
already got one sub.
One sub already. So there you go.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, so yeah, obviously Stu starting it. Again, there's also the fingers as well as like I said before, this is the 3rd live video. We've done one where I nearly cut my thumb open, and ironically did cut my thumb open that later evening. I did a second one where I talked about something. I was painting Primaris.
Stuff like that, weren't we? The new, the stupidly priced models that are they're really pretty models, but £25 a bit of a.
Yes, so I was talking quite angrily, really, about how the Primaris Captain and Librarian were £22.50 in a rip-off. Enough of that, because also I get angry. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I think...
No, it's something on my dog.
It's fine, it's fine. No, yeah, not like we're doing a YouTube live chat or anything like that. I just got you here and all that, you know. No, I'm joking. This is something obviously I want to do more of, is live videos, and obviously I've not really done a a pre-recorded video in a while, because it's been a bit of it's really painful sometimes to do the videos.
Yeah.
Whereas a live video, I'm able to kind of paint. And that's a cool thing. I can talk and paint, and I can set my little camera up. And the problem I've got with recording is that my recording, obviously, I need to record on space. I kind of like have some space on there and stuff like that. So it's kind of a bit of a ball ache, really, to do. But live videos are quite handy for that, and it's nice to communicate with people. Like, say, Underdog's obviously been on, Dimitri, although couldn't understand him, Darkest Soul's been on. And it's a nice video, and it's a nice way as well, because of the Google Hangouts, to chat. And I know a few other channels do it as well. There's Wargamer Online, obviously they do it. There's Chilling Wargamers, they've been doing live chats. You have a lot of them who do the podcasts as well, and obviously they're pre-recorded. So that's maybe something we'll be looking at in the future, between us and the group of very disgruntled, angry men who act like children. It will probably have quite mass discussions. I mean, there is moments in the Stu. You'll agree, is in our little kind of group of gamers, we can end up talking about one topic for 2 hours and forget what we were actually talking about. So
yeah.
And obviously the channel is a great way for us to boost that out to the people. You, the people. So I always have to get a crap impression in at some point in all my videos. You'll surely have seen that, Stu. Come on. But yeah, so what else were we going to talk about? There was one other topic. We talked about FAQs. This is the planning. This is the planning in these videos. The FAQ, the game's on Sunday, and yeah. A
bit about each other's armies.
Yeah, that was it, really, wasn't it? So we've actually covered everything. I mean, we've not really had many people in the chat. It's the first time doing the live chat. So, I mean, admittedly, I saw the thumbnail and it's my face. So, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, people. That's what you had to see. Like, that is not going to get anybody in with my face. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to get like a live streaming set up properly. Like I say, this is on Google Hangouts. Hopefully, I'll figure out something new, and me and Stu and Ian and Jim and all the gang will be involved at some point.
Invested in it once in a blue moon.
Yeah, and like I say, this is something we want to do more, and obviously we've actually started painting the friggin' armies. That's the scariest thing of it. I mean, like, we meet up now as well. I mean, some of the guys have been gaming for years and years and years, and obviously, I mean, I joined
nearly run this for now, hasn't it?
I was going to say, yeah, and it's like, for me, I mean, I joined a group of gamers, it was like about 4 or 5 years ago. No, maybe about like 6 years ago, actually, because it was when I moved to Manchester. Yeah, and I mean, when
about 2 years ago.
I was going to say, like, I joined the group, and I know for a fact, like, we did once in a year, did a Warhammer World trip. Yeah. Whereas now the group's getting a bit more active and a bit more kind of. It'll be quite nice to do something, really. And like I say, Sunday, hopefully the live feed will work. I've bought my power banks ready so I can set my phone up, and there'll be a lot of swearing on there. So parental.
No swearing at all. Not a word of it.
No, there'll be no swearing at all when 45 Gene Stealers run into my favourite painted unit and destroy them in one go. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, how long have we been going? Oh, God, we've been going for like half an hour. Half an hour? Yeah, half an hour. I thought it was longer than that. I thought it feels longer. Have we got anything on the live chat? No, of course not. There's one viewer, though. So, again, as I said in everybody, if you want to say hi, and then I can say hi to you and shout out anything.
Let's do a 5-minute. Somehow, 5-minute live stream.
You've done a live? I don't know
how.
I
was just testing it before, and I think I'm best delete this. Video manager, delete. I
don't even know how we've talked for this long, to be honest. I mean, I do. My missus will tell you it's easy for me to talk this long. She normally has to tell me to shut up when I'm talking this long. But yeah, so I think that's really pretty much it for this Friday musing.
But if you do watch and want us to discuss something, form of shit. I mean, some form of subject.
Yes, yes. There, see there, we can't help it. We can't help it. The swear word has made it in. I said dicks earlier on, and now I've said it again. We've got 2 viewers, so swearing works great. So I'm just going to have thumbnails with swear words everywhere. That's what people want to see, is swearing and butchery.
Remember, kids, dick is a swear word.
Oh yeah, kids love swearing. Dicks. That's all it is.
I hope kids love dicks.
Yeah, I suddenly realised how wrong it is. Suddenly, this is where that point when Craig realised the chat should have ended 5 minutes ago, because he's clearly losing it. So yeah, I think before I say anything else wrong, I'm gonna probably cut this feed. But yeah, so like I say, probably the next video on the channel won't be a live feed, because I'll pull my finger out and do probably a White Dwarf review. I don't know, something like that, because White Dwarf came out obviously to the proles today. So you've had yours for about a week, haven't you, Stu?
Yeah, I've not actually read it yet, though.
Yeah, you've not even touched it. I got in and I started reading this straight away. It looks well fun.
I've looked at pretty pictures, I've just not read anything yet.
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, and hopefully Jay will never see this far into the video, but I've not read the last 2 White Dwarfs. I just buy them, look at the pictures, read the little comments at the side of things, and then that's it. I've still got the one from last month. It's in the bedroom, not being read.
I got the novel with the White Dwarf last month.
I did read about 4 pages. Then just looked at the pictures and just was like, "Oh, that's good. I better paint." I mean, like this, like look, that's normally how I look at a White Dwarf.
Yeah.
That, and then I get to the end and go, "Oh crap, the next one's not out till 4th of August," which is interesting. I noticed that they've very sneakily done that in the release date. It was what? It was the end of the month. Then it was the 17th for obviously the release last month.
Yeah.
For this month. Wait, is it the 7th? Yeah, it's the 7th today. So it's the 7th.
It's been released today.
Yeah, and so it got actually released today. And then, yeah, not new subscribers where you get it last month.
Well, super special people that pay for the benefit.
I love that. It kills me, because I'd love to get subscription to it, but I just don't dare, because last time I did that, I never let it go. And then they cancelled it. But like, yeah, I mean, now they've put it on the 4th of August, so I feel like they're slowly going to be getting back.
That'll be when the new Space Marine Codex is out for, though.
Yeah, this is where I'm thinking, and obviously,
yeah.
Jed's trying to comment, apparently from our chat, but he can't figure out how to. So Jed, I judge you for that. Jed, you're also joining in at the very latest point in the video, if you are still here. As we're signing off in a minute. But yeah, I think that's been a successful feed. I don't know, the public can judge. I'm definitely going to have to go quickly now and make a new thumbnail, because I really don't want people to see that as the thumbnail. Jesus Christ.
The dog.
Yeah, I think, yeah, well, I'll figure something out. I had a nice little test card one I had planned, and it never got made. So hopefully I might make that as the kind of the chat one, really, of like a little test card, and you'll see it. It'll look great. It's going to look amazing. Second crap impression there, a bit of Donald Trump in there. It's going to look amazing. So yeah, I think that's the video. I've said yes 16 times in a row. Now we get 2 viewers. Now we get 1 viewer. It's not great that I can see the viewers in the bottom. I'm not gonna lie, and it's gone off completely off topic of Warhammer now, because I'm just babbling. So on that note, I think we're gonna say goodbye, because I'm really hungry. I'm not eating yet. So yeah. I've got to go paint Death Company now. Stu, what are you going to be doing with your nids? Because I know you've got stuff to do.
I might spray some more models green.
So relaxed.
Relaxed. I've the idea that my models are not going to be painted by Sunday. There's not a chance in hell.
Yeah.
I'm doing it myself, but I've settled with that anger.
Yeah, it's one of those things I think we have to take the pain of, knowing full well that we guffed up on the timing of these. And I mean, I've done quite well. I think I'm quite proud of myself. I've done 11 Primaris. I've still got to paint the eyes and the icons, but then I've just got the Death Company to finish. And I got this guy done in a night. I'm quite chuffed that I got the Brilliant Priest done in a night. I've still got to base them all, but that can be done in one go. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. And I've got Seth as well. Like, and that's one point. I've actually added Seth to my army now. No one's actually really seen it, which really annoys me. If you can see that, there's something awry with that weapon and how he holds it. And I see it on every single Gabriel Seth model. His sword is slightly. Can you see that? His sword is slightly wrong. It's like he's swinging it that hard. It's bending, like, you know, when you did the bendy trick with a pencil when you're in school. And it really annoys me because I can't force it any further and I can't heat it. I tried heating it, it didn't work.
Oh, is it like that on every single model?
But
is it like that on every single model?
Yeah, everybody who I've ever seen who's painted it up, every time I've seen it, I've noticed it is like that. And it's the way the model's made. It's really annoying. I mean, like I say, you can't see that.
Maybe it's like the wacky swords that they have the natural bend in it.
Yeah, like, you know, like one of those things you get like at a swimming pool where you can swing it around in the pool, but you can use it to hold on to float. It's like one of them, really. You're swinging it around. I don't think it's not really a chainsaw. It's actually just like a big inflatable toy, but he just scares people and bites the faces off. But yeah, I mean, so you've got lots of nids to paint. You've got 45 Gene Stealers to paint.
I've got 45 Gene Stealers, 30 Hormagaunts, although I can steal quite a few of those Hormagaunts from the Termagants and just remove their arms.
Yeah.
Hopefully. A Brood Lord, a Swarm Lord, and a Mork Block that I'm going to get.
Is that for Sunday?
No, that's for
next week. I crap myself then at the concept of a Morlock involved in this game.
Morlocks aren't amazing anymore. Yes, they do.
I never really want
they do want to arrive, but they've only got Scything Talons. They haven't got monstrous Scything Talons, so there's no AP. There's 3 wounds.
You see, that's something like, I mean, I know we were meant to finish like half a day ago, but that's actually something what intrigued me was like the whole when in that tabletop tactics game I watched was they actually had it so that kind of they were showing like I think it was what's the other one? Not the Morlock, the other one.
The Trigon.
Trigon, yeah. They had a Trigon, I believe, in there.
Yeah.
And it was a Trigon came up and went in and attacked, and it had the monstrous Scything Talons, it had the what's an enemy talent, and then it had like a tail attack. And I find it really interesting now is that's actually something which really I quite like about the combat is you now have different weapon profiles for everything, because that was always something that took the piss a bit, really. So I always thought it was a bit weird, but I mean, like obviously now you can do all your attacks with a power fist, but now
Nids can't. Nids have to allocate one to the tail, at least, or one and only one to the tail.
Yeah, and that's quite nice, really, because then obviously these units don't really have anything like gun-wise. It makes them a bit more brilliant because they're a multi-unit, really. So, like I say, the tail's good for like going through one thing, the monstrous Scything Talons for another. So you can kind of get him involved to quite a few combats. That was something actually I forgot to mention about in the FAQ. Actually, was someone commented saying, if you have 2 chain swords, can you get 2 attacks bonus instead of 1? And they said, yeah. Which I thought was quite amazing, really. That's quite a good rule, that you gain 2 attacks for having 2 chain swords. And we all love chain axes, obviously. Lots and lots of chain axes, 30k. Which I thought was quite interesting, yeah. Like, Stu, I can see your face looks very confused.
Yeah, no. Sorry, I was reading, trying to figure out what the hell that Dimitri had said earlier. I was quickly looking through what he had said. I'm like,
no, it didn't translate for me, sadly. But yeah, Jed's still not been able to figure out how to comment, and I keep seeing the viewer disappearing and going, so I feel like he's getting very angry. So on that note, I think I'm going to say that is it. We've hit like a 45-minute video, which I think is quite good.
Yeah.
Talked for that long. And then,
I was probably about to go,
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, Jed will come on, be ready to comment, and then you'll just see us disappear. Which we embrace as a group of friends. So, yeah, anyway, this has been Cragum, or MrCragum Gaming, saying goodbye. Stu, would you like to sign out as well as Too Many Dices for the first time ever?
No.
Okay, there you go. Well, there you go. That's been a lovely live chat. And now you're going to watch me struggle, as many of these live videos goes, with me trying to figure out how to stop it. And here we go.
Oh,
And, oh, yeah, subscribe.